Hi, I want you to watch me on Dominion TV, Sandrie and Friends. Time and day is below.
This is Sandrie and Friends, laser focus now.
I'm so grateful that the one that called me made clear to me that it's a global vision, a global mission with a local view.
Yeah.
So that's where the line of I am one,
Yeah.
but represent 10,000
Yes.
or whatever God says. But I found my place.
Mm-hmm.
When I found my lane, others don't define me.
Right.
Okay, I'm not trying to please this one, that one, or the other. I say, Lord, lead me, guide me, and
Yeah.
don't let me think that I've gone so high that I cannot.
Come on now.
Sandrie and Friends. Sandrie and Friends. Whoa. This is Sandrie and Friends, laser focus now.
Hi, this is Sandrie and Friends, and we're excited that you're here with us. Once again, we have an amazing guest, and you've heard her before, you've seen her before, and you're never going to get tired of seeing her because I think we'll be on again and again. The one and only Lynette Dutton, co-founder of Dominion TV Network. And today we have an amazing program. Welcome, Lynette.
Thank you, Dr. Sandrie. It's so good to be back with you.
Good to have you here.
I like our conversations.
I like our conversations. I like our matching.
Yes.
I just like it all. And but today I want to focus on the word vision. Vision, vision, vision. I teach.
Yes.
Vision without action is simply an illusion. What do you say to vision?
You know, that's kind of like people that say that they have a dream, but they never wake up and take any action.
They just dream.
They just dream. You know, those daydreamers. They're you know, I think, you know, when you have a vision, when God puts something in your heart, when He gives you that purpose and that passion, that He's expecting us to meet that gifting and that thing that He's given us with some action. We've got to take a step. We've got to, you know, and faith is more than just saying, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. That it's, you got to get up and do something.
Well, faith is action.
Yeah.
And so many people simply exist. Exist. And you'll hear them year after year. It's happened to me. I say, hey, how you doing? Hey, are you finally,
Right.
year after year, the same dream with no action. Simply existing. And actually, when you're simply existing, you're not even growing.
No.
Okay, when you simply exist, you're not learning. If you're not learning, you're not growing. And I love, we have something in common.
Yes, we do.
Many, many things in common. We, of course, we're part of the kingdom culture, right?
Yes,
The
yes,
kingdom
we are.
of God.
Yes.
But we are both executive directors of the John Maxwell team. And I love the mere fact that we can not only teach, coach, mentor,
Right.
embrace at a corporate level. Literally, I cannot begin to tell you, government, I do so much
Yes.
government, but I love the platform that Dominion TV also lends itself to empowering people, equipping people,
Yes.
embracing people, and bringing forth excellence. So in literally sharing with our audience about vision, how do we not only share vision, but add value to others?
Right. You know, each of us have a value, a treasure inside of us. And it's when we give a voice to that.
A voice.
And when we use our voice to start communicating that value and that treasure that's inside of us and giving it to others. That's one thing that Dominion Television does is we've got several John Maxwell coaches and
We need
trainers on here.
We need to bring them all on a
We
show.
do. We really do.
Oh, well, then I better be informed. How's
yes.
that?
Yeah. You will. You will. But like Bishop Marcus Benjamin and
Awesome.
Toy Smith. There's so many of us. And the thing is, we were cultivated in church.
Yes.
And then we became a part of the John Maxwell team, which helped us give a voice to that thing that God had been doing on the inside of us, where we can carry it to multiple platforms. Because it gives us a language and a communication skill to be able to take others on a journey with us, and where we're not leaving them out because they don't understand what happens in church.
Absolutely. And also what you just said, communicating.
Yes.
It's very clear that many communicate, but few connect.
Connect.
So you can get them to church. You may be communicating, but are we connecting?
Exactly.
What do you say to that?
Exactly. And that's the thing, is if you can get everybody to understand or to speak the same language, and if they're not speaking it, at least to be able, like, sometimes somebody can understand a language, but they may not be fluent in speaking it. So like I can pick up on a few words in Spanish or in French, that they'll pop up and I'll know, okay, this is what they're talking about, but I can't speak. So if we can get everybody to start understanding at the same level, to where we can bring them along on that journey of growth, and really just say, listen, you've got a value inside of you. There's something that God has given you, whether you realize it or not. Let me help you uncover that thing so you can start adding a voice to it. We can use this language to communicate so we can connect with others, because you will reach people that I probably never will. Just because of where you live, where you've grown up, the people in your circles are different than some of the ones that I grew up with in the South. And, I have a background in finance, and, you have a background in some different things. And so there are people that each one of us are naturally drawn to.
Very true.
So if we can take them on a journey and then connect them with other people, and like I mentioned a name this morning because you were talking about mental health.
Yes.
And I said, I need to connect you with this person.
Yes.
Because that is a passion of theirs. That is something that they're versed in. And if I can start connecting kingdom like-minded people together, then we are building a network that's not about me and it's not about you. It's not about diminishing. It's about him.
Absolutely.
And it's about helping others.
And understanding there's room for all of us.
Yes.
First of all, sharing the platform is a gift, is a blessing. Yes. As I said previously, just know your lane, stay in your lane, and you'll have no traffic. And when you understand what your lane is, guess what? There's no need to compete, compare, or complain. We literally will connect. Listen, it's so important, because then when you connect, you know what ends up happening? You complete. You collaborate. And I could go on and on with all the C's that will empower you. But no need to compete, compare, or complain.
No.
It's literally, we sit here and we understand this is my lane. I can empower, I can equip, I can, above all, understanding even the difference between being mentored and coached.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, if I say mentor, what does that mean to you?
When I think of a mentor, I think of somebody not only that I look up to, but that on some value, I'm trying to pattern some area of my life after. But coaching, when I'm thinking about coaching, I've got somebody who's got an expertise of asking questions and digging deep, where they're asking me things where I'm uncovering stuff about myself, and I am helping to self-discover the things that God's put inside me the whole time.
Absolutely. So a coach is going to pull out of you what's already in you.
Yes.
A mentor is going to actually pour into you what they see that you don't see.
Exactly.
Wow, we just said the same thing.
Yes.
You see, communicating and connecting. And you maybe got it the first time when she shared it, or maybe you got it when I shared it. But at the end of the day, we're clearly communicating, another C, and connecting, CCC, and clarity. It's so amazing that, I'm not going to say amazing. I think it's a challenge that people really have, the nature of mankind,
Right.
that we really don't think we need what we do need.
Yes.
Or that the mentoring or the coaching or the being led or guided. I mean, if you want to look at it from a ministry angle, we give you roots and then we give you wings to fly. We don't manipulate you. We don't control you.
Right.
We want to embrace you. We want to empower you. We want to grow you. We want you to bloom. We want you to expand your territory.
Yes.
And I believe strongly that these conversations are very healthy.
They are.
If necessary. I gold is amazing, right? But let's go to iron. Iron
Yes.
sharpens iron.
Yes.
I need you, you need me. We're one big happy family. But
Right.
you sharpen me. Okay, my strength is not necessarily what I'm doing right now. Okay, before a camera. But as I sit here,
Right.
there's a level of coaching and a level of mentoring and of growth.
Yes.
Okay, so what am I doing? I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm expanding, I'm enlarging my territory, and I love the other E,
Yes.
expose.
Yes. Be
So
exposed.
what do you say to that?
I think a big thing is we tend as human creatures, as human nature, is we tend to like things that are like us. And that makes us feel comfortable, and that makes us feel safe. And I learned a long time ago that that's boring. So I need to find somebody who's not like me. I need to find somebody who has strengths that I don't have. I need to embrace diversity. I need to get outside of my comfort zone. And yours may be sitting on TV, and mine may be doing something different. But when we do that and we bring somebody alongside, it takes us to a level that we didn't know existed.
That's so true. Example, I love being creative. So people look at me, and because of what they can see, not what they know.
Come on now.
Okay.
That perception.
My husband will say, "Oh, and my wife cooks. Look out." Or when I say, "Guess what? I learned how to macrame when I was 8." Or when I say, "I know how to knit, crochet." Or when I start the doilies, I make doilies. To me, that's therapy.
Yeah.
It's like, and I love being alone.
Yeah.
As much as this moment, this
Right.
now moment,
Yes.
I'm enjoying it. But when I'm done, I'm done.
We're like that.
Okay, and then when I'm headed back home, I love knowing that I'm going home.
Yes.
But guess what? I also love knowing that I can get up, that I'm in control of my destiny, that I can set up my appointments and set up my contracts and blah, blah, blah. And Lord,
Yes.
I turn it over to the Lord. This is it, Lord. What do you say? Yes, no, what? Maybe so.
Yep.
It's not, it's for you, not now.
Exactly.
Get it?
Yes.
It's for you. Okay,
Timing.
Lord, no problem. I love knowing that I can literally, and it took literally taking full control with the many platforms that I'm on and understanding that He is in charge.
Yeah.
Okay, that I live under open heavens and that no matter what I do, when I do it, where I do it, He leads, I follow. It's not I follow
Yes.
and that's it. Or I lead and I follow and no one leads me.
Right.
It's the clarity that has come into my life. Walking whole, feeling complete.
Yes.
And secure. And when I see people that are in competition, or they're walking and working whether it's their job, their corporation, or their ministry or government,
Come on.
through insecurities,
Ooh.
it saddens me that I see people that are powerful.
Right.
They're an asset.
Yes.
They bring so much to the table.
They're valuable.
They're valuable, but because of insecurities, they're being held back. What do you say to that? How can we work with that when we talk about the mentoring, the coaching, empowering, and just bringing you to another place where you see yourself
Watch this. You see yourself like God sees you. Because
Right.
that's what happens when you align yourself to his divine plumb line and you find your lane and you know
Yes.
the piece of the puzzle that you are. Oh my goodness, heaven is like wide open and
Yes,
the
it is.
blessings just come down. I'm telling you, I'm not saying you won't go through the process because process is inevitable.
Yes, it
but
is.
process is the result.
Mm.
What do you say to that?
Mm. To see ourselves like Christ sees us, we have to get where Christ is.
Go
So
there.
we have to see ourselves from a higher perspective. I know on one of the last episodes, or one of the future episodes, however this happens, is we talk about the overseer.
Yes.
But isn't that where Christ is? He's seated over.
Yes.
And so if we get from a heavenly, a throne room perspective to see things as he sees them finished. He sees them complete. He sees
Whole.
whole. He
Woo.
sees the beginning, and he sees the ending from the beginning. He's
That's
the
right,
author
that's
and the
right.
finisher.
That's the process.
Yes. So he sees the whole thing. And so we have to come up higher to see that. And so we have to ask him or our mentor or our coach, how do you see us? So I have to ask God, in the morning, how do you see me? Or in the afternoon, how did I do today? And so we have to ask him to reveal those things to us because those insecurities will kill the dream. It'll kill the vision. It'll kill the future because we sabotage. Insecurity is a sabotage. And I've seen
And we end up
whole
sabotaging
ministries
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
be self-sabotaged and come to an end because somebody was afraid to give control over or to train somebody else up or to empower somebody else. I'm not intimidated because of Dr. Sandrie's success. I want your show to be better than my show. I want your coaching business to go higher than my coaching business goes. And if there's a way that I can be an asset or of value to you, I say, just tell me, because our relationship is I'll do whatever I can do to help you achieve the goal that you have before you.
Wow.
And to help your dream come true. And allowing and empowering and helping other people's dreams come true, then mine comes true.
Wow. You see, that's powerful.
Yeah.
I tell you, I learned a big lesson. I would say it was about 25 years ago. I was brought into a mega platform. I was so blessed. I was so excited, so honored. I wasn't counting how many ovations. Okay, but listen to the lesson I learned. Ooh, boy, you better know who you are. You better be sure of who you are. You better know what your lane is because what a lesson. So I finished. I come down from the platform. There's about another 11 keynote speakers. And there was one more session after mine. And the person goes up to the platform and says, well, she hit the ball out of the park. 11 ovations. And what am I supposed to do after that? And the person sitting next to me said, girl, you better stay in your lane, find your niche. So for a moment, I stood quiet. I said, what does that mean? But when we went into the green room, it hit me. It registered. It landed like a ton of bricks. And I said to the person, let me tell you, my niche is global. That's where that line, a global vision with a local view was birthed. Oh no, I have a global vision with a local view. I'm called to all, not just to my Spanish people or my Italian people.
Come on now.
Because I realized what the person said to me. So then I did not want to sin. So now I said, let me make sure that I understood. So now I go back to the person. What did you mean by niche?
Yes.
She goes, well, you're Spanish people and you're, oh my goodness. So now I'm
She went
sure. Now I am sure. And I said, okay. And the Lord shut me up for that because, you're ready. The left brain, kicked in and God said, yo, go back over here, reroute over here. And I said, okay, gotcha. So my next session, that's where I voiced, I'm so grateful that the one that called me made clear to me that it's a global vision, a global mission with a local view.
Yeah.
So that's where the line of I am one.
Yeah.
but represent 10,000
Yes.
or whatever God says. But I found my place.
Mm-hmm.
When I found my lane, others don't define me.
Right.
Okay, I'm not trying to please this one, that one, or the other. I say, okay, Lord, lead me, guide me, and
Yeah.
don't let me think that I've gone so high that I cannot.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Better keep your feet on the ground, because I'm telling you.
Well, it says humble yourself.
Before, that's the word of God, and then and I took a hold of the word of God where it says, I am confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in me will perform it until the
Yes.
day of Jesus Christ. And then you take hold of Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans, but once you know the plans, then you have to what? Plan, because if you
Yeah.
fail to plan, you plan to fail. And there we are again. What is the word saying? That we do need to be empowered. And in order to lead and guide and take people to new levels, to a higher place, to where they can see themselves as Christ see them, the kingdom mindset.
Right.
We need people like you and I,
Yes.
and those that are out there, right?
Yes.
That come and embrace and empower and mentor and coach. And we're not trying to sell you nothing. I tell people this: when you decide you want any of what we bring to the table, you're investing in yourself.
Exactly.
That's so important, to invest in ourselves.
It is.
I do it year in and year out.
Me too.
Okay, people think that nothing comes for free, by the way. Okay, there is a cost, there is an investment, and every time people, oh, did you pay that kind of money? I invest in myself, and therefore, when I invest, guess what? There is a return.
Return on investment.
And it's so powerful to see just what unfolds. So what would you say to our audience out there that's watching us, the importance of vision?
Yeah. Well, one comment on what you just said is, when somebody asks, did you pay that much? I'm valuable.
Me too.
I am so valuable. And I know my worth.
Yes.
I know the price he paid for me.
Yes.
And so for me to, what others think is lavish, to me is just maintenance.
That's right.
I am worth it.
I like that word, maintenance.
Yeah.
Maintenance.
I've got to keep myself growing. Because whatever's
Absolutely.
growing, whatever's not growing is dying. Because
Stagnant. Stuck.
When something comes to its full grown, then what does it start doing? It starts aging, and it starts that path towards death. I don't want to die.
Oh, we
We shall live and not die.
Ooh, bold as a lion, harmless as a dove, we shall live.
Yeah. And I had a great bishop that was over me, and he used to say, somebody can't die till they're empty. Well, you want to know what? If you don't keep pouring into yourself, you get empty.
Absolutely.
So I keep investing in myself. And I haven't disappointed myself on a return investment yet.
Wow. You see?
Now the stock market could, you know what it's done several times.
Yes, yes.
And so if you're banking all of your investment in the stock market, or if you're banking all of your investments in property or real estate, or if you're banking everything in one basket, and you're not giving to yourself, and you're not investing in this,
yes,
this is a valuable vessel and a valuable voice. And that's why when I went back to corporate for a time, this has segueing into vision, is I sat down with the hiring manager.
yes.
And I said, I'm going to be here for a short time. I will give you everything I have for that time. And I've got proven results.
Yes.
I can build a team, I can recruit, I can do all these things that you're wanting me to do. But I'm doing it because I want to start 2 to 3 businesses. And this is just seed money. I'm not working so my family has food on the table. I am working and I'm rolling it all. I'm going to be my number one investor in my dream, in my vision. Because if I don't invest in my vision, how can I expect anybody else to?
Absolutely.
I bought the first camera.
Come on now.
I paid for the first set.
Well,
I did all of these things. And when I say I, my husband helped.
we.
Because we are one. And that is what I can't expect anybody else to pay for something that I'm not going to.
That's right.
I can't expect anybody else to give investment to something that I'm not willing to.
That's right.
And so you may want to pay me for coaching, but I pay myself for coaching.
Absolutely.
And then I invest up.
Yes.
You know,
Exactly.
and I get John Maxwell, and I get different mentors and coaching sessions and conferences and
Yes.
whatever I need. I've got a library,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I can't wait till it's about double the size it is now,
Uh-huh.
you know, because even if I haven't read that book, I know that that book is there, and as soon as I come up with
Sooner
an
or
issue,
later, it's there.
but that is why you have to know the value of your vision. And my vision is valuable, and so I invest in it. And my vision is not for me. My vision is for nations and generations.
Nations and generations.
Because if it stops when I stop, just like many will go and they'll punch a time clock. I was in corporate a long time. I punched a time clock, and then I was on what they call salary, and I figured out, oh, that just means that you can work forever and they only pay you the same amount.
That's right.
That's for the birds.
That's right. That's over.
Yeah, and then I figured out I can be my own boss and write my own checks and decide what I'm worth.
It means ownership. It means
Exactly.
you own it.
Exactly. And so what I like doing is creating a platform where others' dreams can come true.
Oh, love it.
I love when I send somebody an intro or a commercial or an idea, or they see the ratings, or they get a testimony and they say, wow, I didn't know that could happen, or I didn't know Dominion TV could do that, or Dominion Studios, or, you know, and that's when I'm like,
That's
yes.
the dream that's unfolding.
Yes.
Because you have faith, you obeyed,
yes,
and you planned the steps necessary. And here we are living this moment
yes, we are.
into eternity.
Yes,
Okay?
yes,
This is what literally like keeps me going. Owning it.
Yes.
It's a process, but to live, to talk about it, to say we not only talk about it, we ourselves go through the process. We do whatever it takes, and then being able to say, I can write my own check. Being able to say we can pay self. It's just powerful. So I want to encourage you, if you have any questions or need more information, all the information is right there on the screen. Stay connected, and we love you. We look forward to seeing you next week on our next segment on Sandrie and Friends. Hi, this is Sandrie with Sandrie and Friends. I want you to follow me, connect with me, keep me posted. We got to keep this conversation going, flowing. So connect, social media, through email, website, whatever. I want to hear from you. Love you.
there's something when you can get to an elevated place and you can see yourself like Christ sees you.
Yes.
That means you can also see others like Christ sees them.
So really, if you have the mind of Christ,
Yeah.
when you have the mind of Christ, then you can see like him, hear like him, speak like him, and I
Yeah.
could go on and on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not like the story where they send him the vine dresser in to prune.
Yes.
I've been pruned.
We
Ouch.
all- ouch.
And so, but to
And
have
that's a
some-
soft ouch, right?
Yes.
Ouch.
Yes. But to have somebody who's got Father's heart that can come alongside you and say, you know, if we just get rid of this little limb here, this little
This
thorn
is
here.
Sandrie and Friends, laser focus now.